Hi everyone, it's me. So today it is actually a beautiful day here in England and I want to take advantage of it. So we are going to take a bit of a trip and show you where I used to live. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Alanna and I'm a Canadian, but I have been living down here in the southeast of England for almost 6 years. Almost. And I have this YouTube channel where I post random stuff about my life here. Obviously, one of the things that I don't really talk about is where I live, for obvious reasons. But since I recently moved, I thought it might be fun to go back to where I used to live. And yes, it was basically beside a castle. So I thought it would be fun to take you guys back to where I used to live. We'll do a bit of exploring. We will visit our hidden secret castle. And I hope you guys like this video. Now, weather in England I'm honestly not sure what day it is. It's like the end of September, early October, and weather at this point is always very strange. So I think I'm gonna wear a t-shirt, but I'm going to bring a jumper and I'm going to bring an umbrella because it's either gonna get hot, cold, or wet. So without further ado, let's go. Hi everyone and welcome to Upner. Yes, Upner. I had never heard of it either until I moved here, but it is a very small village. Technically, I think it is encompassed with a larger town nearby, but nobody ever uses that name. You always say you're from Upner. So, what do we have in Upner? Well, it is mainly just homes. There's one church. There's a car. Don't hit me. We also have 4 pubs. 1 restaurant. There is a stony beach if you want to walk the beach, and a castle. I had been living in England, in the southeast of England, for a while, and I had never heard of Upner Castle. I don't know, it's just not really talked about. It's not very big, it's not like Dover Castle, but we are just heading there now, walking up an incline. Yay! If you are going to visit Upner, how do you get here? Well, there's no train station. There's a nearby station kind of that you could walk from, but it's quite a long walk from the closest station. So take a cab maybe from the station. Otherwise, if you're driving, there are 2 free car parks on either end of the village, which super convenient. And one of them is just a short walk to the high street and the castle, which is where we're going now. I should also say Upner Castle, while it's not that big, it's still pretty cool. If you were going to make a trip down here to do Upner Castle, you can most definitely do Rochester Castle on the same day. They're pretty close. They're 2 very different types of castles, but they don't take very long to actually see. So if you want to do Upner Castle, I would totally recommend doing Rochester Castle at the same time. And make sure to get a nice pub lunch in between, because we are definitely doing that today. So we are gonna walk up the high street to the castle. Fingers crossed it doesn't rain, although it is much colder than I thought it was gonna be. But the sky is bright, which is always very special in England, and it's kind of sunny, which is also very special. So let's go see the castle. here we are in the first room, and I'm whispering because it is so quiet. So this is the barracks at Upnor Castle. This barrack block was built between 1718 and 1720 for housing the castle's garrison. Their job was to guard the powder and ammunition stored in the castle. This building is a rare and remarkably intact example of the first generation of British Army barracks. And 100% haunted. It's definitely haunted. So even though I lived in Upnor for a couple of years, this is actually my first time at Upnor Castle. It is part of the English Heritage Trust thingy. So if you have a membership, you can get in for free, but I do not. So it was like £7. What have you. But it's just kind of like, as a Canadian, I lived down the street from this historical castle. It's just kind of crazy. Now this building is kind of separate to the castle. So we'll have a look in here and then outside down a path to the actual like castle itself, if you will. But I mean, how cool, but also haunted. And I think it's October, so happy spooky month, everybody. If you see any ghosts, just don't tell me. So I don't really know a whole lot about Upnor Castle, but I can certainly read you some info. So this castle was started in 1559 as a simple accommodation block and gun platform. The second phase of building 40 years later added a gatehouse and a courtyard wall to protect the gunners from the rear. The design of the castle is unusual, especially the bastion, which reflects the experimental nature of military design and building of the time. So this castle is on the River Medway, which is a really good location to build. Very similar to Rochester Castle, which is just kind of up the river. So in 16th century, Chatham, which is a local town, was a really important location, and so Upnor Castle was built to protect it. So I am pretty sure we are the only people here. Upnor Castle is not very popular. It's not that big, it's not very well known. So if you do want to find something that's a little bit off the beaten path, if you will, Upnor Castle, very cute, very old. Lots of history, and literally like nobody here, which is the only reason why I'm talking to the camera so much in this video. Normally I would just put this all over music, but there's nobody here. So you want to come to Upnor Castle? Have a look at that. Let's go ahead and get inside. So this kind of creepy mannequin room is the oldest part of the castle and was once where the gunners lived and worked. Creepy. Why did we have to go for mannequins, please? No, mannequins are never a good idea. How much do you want to bet these mannequins come alive? Huh? Night at the museum style. These mannequins are coming alive. I am almost... Look at them. I mean no quarrel. I mean no quarrel. I mean no disrespect. Oh my God, let's go. So while we explore Upnor Castle, let's chat. Now, I really enjoyed living in a small village like Upnor, and I think that's the kind of place that I would like to end up eventually. It felt really special being in, I don't know, just a small sort of tucked away village. I really truly enjoyed it, and it felt really special being able to walk the beach every day or walk near the castle during my morning walks. Like it felt very special and very calm and quiet, and yeah, it was just a really lovely place. Especially working from home, it can be really isolating, and you're just stuck in your house all day. So I really tried to make a point, especially walking on the beach every morning. Sometimes I wouldn't even see another person. It was just quiet and very peaceful, and being able to walk along the beach before I start my day was just like, I keep saying it's special. It was really special. So while I obviously don't live there anymore, I do think that a small village is something that I want in the long run. A small, cozy, quiet, historic village, if at all possible, I think would be really where I'd like to end up. So that has been Upnor Castle. It's not huge, it's not too fancy, but it is really historical, and it was really fun coming here. So I hope you guys liked this tour of Upnor Castle. Next, though, is one of my favorite things, and it is a pub lunch. Now, Upnor might be tiny, might be a small village, but they do have count them, 4 separate pubs So there is one that is literally just up the road. So I think we are going to go there for a nice pub lunch. Hopefully no ghosts follow us up the road. But this has been Upner Castle, and I had a lot of fun touring it. I would definitely recommend it if you're in the area and you want to see something really historical. It's not going to take you too long, mind you. It's not Dover Castle, but it is still a really sort of special hidden gem. Yes, I said hidden gem. Anyway, I'm hungry. Let's eat. So we just had a lovely lunch, a little bit dizzy, here at the Tudor Rose. When I lived in Upner, Tudor Rose was my favorite pub. It's just really cozy and it's just nice. And if you come here in the summer, they have a really nice back garden that I spend way too many hours drinking ciders in the sun. But that has been my day out here in Upner. We got Upner Castle. We got a nice lovely pub lunch. I hope you guys like this video. If you want to see more stuff like this, please, you know the drill. Like, subscribe, leave a nice comment, all that fun stuff. But now it is time to go home, unfortunately. We had a beautiful day, beautiful weather, and I might need a nap now. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, bye!